Cristen, would it weird you out if I told you I brought you here to talk about farts? That was a good one. Hey guys, Anthony here for DNews. I've got Cristen with me.
Hello.
Hello, from Stuff Mom Never Told You. Man, we had some questions. We got together and we were thinking about farts, you guys.
Yeah, lots of questions about farts, and especially who farts more, women or men?
Who farts more? Who farts worse? Who's more disgusting, basically, is kind of what we're into. Mm-hmm. And we should start out by saying that we compared, and we didn't directly compare. We didn't like hang out and fart together all day. But according to studies, the average person, regardless of gender, farts 10 times a day.
10 times? I mean,
10 times a day.
That seems like a lot of farting going on. What are farts made of? Why do they stink so bad?
Well, the first ingredient in a fart is hydrogen sulfide. So this is kind of that poisonous rotten egg smell. Mm-hmm. And this is a smell that does come from things like swamp gas, sewers, manure. And it's kind of like when the exhaust from these rotting things are in an absence of oxygen. And so that's actually coming out of your butt.
That is so pleasant.
Yeah, and it is actually poisonous. That's the thing. It is a legitimately poisonous gas, although we don't have enough of it in our flatulence to actually poison ourselves. Okay. Thank goodness.
That's good, because I mean that would mean that Dutch ovens could be lethal if that were the case.
Yeah. Methane thiol, which is the second thing, which I think I said right, I don't know, is the smell of decomposing vegetables. And also vegetable stew when you're cooking vegetables.
Oh, wonderful.
And then the third ingredient is dimethyl sulfide, which is a sweet smell, according to all accounts. This comes from corn, cabbage, beets, that sort of thing.
It really does sound like something you'd bring to a potluck.
What's interesting about this is even though we all have the same individual components in our farts, everyone has a fart fingerprint.
Yep.
Each of our farts is a little bit different, and that could lead to why we don't mind the smell of our own farts or notice them as much.
Men, women, who's farting more?
I'm gonna say women.
Well, okay, you're wrong.
Okay.
Men fart more
happens.
because, I mean, you've got bigger bodies, so you're gonna produce more farts. And the amount of gas that men produce per fart is about half a cup.
So that's 4 ounces, 10 times a day. You are farting a 40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, think about that, men.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So how about women? Where do you guys match up here?
I mean, we're farting less, but not that much less. Okay. We still produce about 1/3 of a cup of fart per fart.
Huh. Yeah. Daintier for sure.
A little bit.
Yeah, but not that much. So whose farts smell worse?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Women might produce daintier sized farts, but not daintier smelling farts. Because, and there has been research on this, there is empirical, peer-reviewed evidence that women, ladies, we have stinkier farts.
How do we cut down on these farts? How do we make these things stop? Number one thing you can do is quit eating red meat.
Yeah, that's actually the #1 dietary culprit of farts.
Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, that's gonna make you fart, guys. Don't eat those.
And bad news for the weekend, if you're looking to blow off some steam with beer.
Blow off some steam, I see what you did there.
Some steam. Yeah, because beer makes you fart.
Oh.
But, see, there's an upside to this, because beer might make you fart more, but beer also makes you care less about farting more.
Yep.
So I think the beer thing cancels itself out.
So there it is. Men and women equally farting, equally disgusting. It's kind of a beautiful story.
Yeah.
You know, this is normally where I would ask you a question about the video and stuff like. I don't want to know how much you guys are farting. I don't want to know that. So we're not going to ask that. Instead, we're going to ask Cristen, where can we see Stuff Mom Never Told You?
You can see Stuff Mom Never Told You at youtube.com/Stuff Mom Never Told You.
There you go. Is it entirely about farting, the show?
Really only about every other video is about farting, so.
So either way, you're 50-50, you're covered watching the show. And be sure to subscribe here for more DNews.